Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys another Illidan video. Illidan, they are not prepared. It's an actual fact. They are not. Illidan is an okay hero right now. That's right. Basically, it's because the meta is actually fairly balanced among like risk-reward minion typing, and often more so than I wouldn't say ever, but a really long time. Combat RNG plays a really big part in Battlegrounds right now, and the biggest part of combat RNG is attacking first versus attacking second. And I've learned as a pretty frequent Illidan player that this actually gives Illidan a bit of a hidden advantage that most people haven't really taken, because Illidan is not like a tier 1 or tier 2 hero. He's alright. They buffed him. Yes, the cards on the sides attack first, but they also get 2 attack right now, which is not nothing. It makes it so you don't get completely annihilated in the early rounds anymore. Illidan's actually alright. He's like a tier 3 hero for the most part, but what is important is that even though he is a tier 3 hero, because he's a tier 3 hero and people in the higher MMR brackets of Battlegrounds, they only play the best of the best. You never see players play Illidan. So even though he's not the best hero out there, it is still a very much underrated one, as long as you can take advantage of attacking first. So I really would advise against playing Illidan if beasts aren't in the card pool, and I'm quite a fan of mechs and pirates, because attacking first with those builds can be pretty huge. Enjoy. Got beasts. Alright, try it, I guess. Finally got first Alistraza. Yeah, that one ain't so easy.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Okay, talk about sex. You think I'm like just some like conservative like nut job that, you know, people need to cover up. No one wants to see that. Nah, what I get pissed off about is people cheating systems. And in this case, very clearly getting away with it. One thing I've learned being like influencer, streamer, whatever you want to call it, is that so many people who have made it to the top are absolute scumbags, the shittiest people I've ever met in my life. Like, not everyone, but a lot. So yeah, it's frustrating when it's a case of this being so in the open, and still there's two sides to this argument.
I think you can
Crazy.
win this thing.
Who isn't a scumbag streamer who's at the top? I mean, there are some. A lot of the people who were like pretty popular like 10 years ago
I've got some fresh
basically
recruits
came to
for you.
Twitch with very little prospect of earning money. That's what it was at that time. A lot of those guys are pretty legit. I even in some cases I criticized their methods. Like, I bring up soda popping when I talk about this. Dude gained probably most of his early following drawing like people who followed in permanent marker on his forehead. And I'm like, wow, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. But then like 10 years later, Soda Poppin is like the most shameless clown, just in it for a laugh. And it's, I don't know, it's that's just who he is, right? I think he's totally genuine. And he's made a good life for himself. Good for him. Right?
Welcome back. How's it? It's good to get some minions in play.
Yeah, Tim the Tatman is actually really OG. It's just he didn't really get like particularly big. He was like an establisher, but he didn't get like crazy popular until Fortnite. Like, a lot of people think like Ninja came in and gobbled up all the Fortnite viewership. That's not true at all. There's a lot of people who did really well and were made super popular. They just weren't ninja. Do I like ninja? Not particularly. I don't like dislike them. There's only one thing that really stood out as being like really fucking stupid that he did. So the frequency of scumbaggery is pretty low for someone of his size. I mean, that counts for something. That was. So the first TwitchCon after he became popular, he had a ninja merchandise bus filled with like a dozen people that were not ninja peddling merchandise, and he parked it in front of the door of TwitchCon. All while, like, actual companies and stuff, they had to actually pay for a spot inside TwitchCon. Yeah. And these vendors were like aggressive. It was like going to like a ball game and dealing with like a dozen scalpers. So yeah, it was, I don't know, it was kind of shitty. You have like a dozen people like hustling fucking actual literal kids, all while scamming the system of like vendor booths at TwitchCon. It's like really shitty. Right? And I'm sure he got away with it, because it's fucking ninja. Right? But, whatever. Who cares at this point?
Let the corruption spread.
I like Hassan? Yeah, I really like Hassan. I watched Hassan, so I don't really have much time to watch anymore. I actually think I unsub and sub all the time, because they release too many videos. But, the first time I subscribed to the Young Turks, they had like 8,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's like fucking 12 years ago or something. And yeah, I saw Hassan on the Young Turks, I don't know, like 8 or 9 years ago, 10 years ago. And yeah, I thought he did a good job on the show. So I'm actually very happy he's made it on Twitch.
Your minions really pull.
Against last place, he just leveled, so I'm gonna level. I know I'm not Omu, but whatever. I can take a hit. But then anything crazy to gain followers? I mean, I did really, really well in video games when the streaming space barely had categories in it. Like, I streamed Diablo 3 to like 5,000 to 7,000 viewers, but I was half of the category. And that category was like second or third on Twitch. Basically, live streaming was almost entirely League of Legends. Like, if you weren't streaming League of Legends, you're kind of wasting your time when I started streaming. Like, World of Warcraft would get like maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 views, and then like it just really fell off after that. So there's a lot of visibility. And yeah, I mean, I've been very consistent. I've played games pretty well. I'm, like, think fairly entertaining at times, you know, with people that are patient enough to find out, I suppose. So, yeah, here we are.
The battle is really raging.
Like the Cave Hydra.
A good tactical choice.
Yeah, maybe we try these actually.
I like where you're going with this.
Another Cave Hydra. Okay. Let's try that, and I'm gonna try to aggressively level here. I feel to be brought up in the PoE game TED Talk. I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I have, with a very decent approach, in my opinion, talked to the devs of almost every game that I've played and given my feedback in a way that I think is very constructive. What you hear on stream is not exactly that. I leave my passions out of it when it comes to talking to a dev in a constructive manner. So a lot of devs have taken some of my feedback, and in some cases in very large ways. And yeah, I mean, it feels good to be acknowledged sometimes. I mean, obviously it's their game, it's their careers. I don't mind it when I don't get any credit for ideas that they use, except with Paragon levels. That was pretty fucked up. But yeah, otherwise good. No problem. Looks like he's not hitting very hard. I'm gonna hit it up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I think we're done with that. Alright, let's do it. Time for story time. Just go look at the video Kripp tips for Blizzard. I was basically totally bored with Diablo 3 because they just destroyed the difficulty, so I'm like, this is what you have to do to make this a good game. Like, balance some shit, have a ladder reset regularly, and create meaningful levels. Maybe you could even do it with like an infinitely scaling system of after max level levels, call them champion levels. 3 weeks later, bare bones system called Paragon levels. And like, I asked them about it like a few years after, and they're like, yeah, I'm not sure, but you know, it seems unlikely that they would be able to get that system up and running 3 weeks after you suggested it. It's just a development timeline thing. And I'm like, okay. This it's pretty bad here. I also applied to work as a dev on Diablo.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Wow, that's total garbage. I guess I can go for the Agam actually. Just go for some scaling. Yeah, let's do that. They never got back to me on that. And like, even if they didn't take my ideas literally, which I'm pretty sure they did, even if they didn't, I obviously had a very good game sense for what the game needed, right? I mean, it's either you win or you win, but it never got back to me. So, yeah, rip in peace. I mean, I took computer science 1 in university. I was very good at math. I picked things up quickly. Good enough. Oh shit. So you don't know how to code? No. But like, I mean, I made 2 successful Diablo 2 mods. I mean, Path of Exile was founded by someone who made a Diablo 2 mod and Chris Wilson, who didn't really know coding all that much at the start. Right, so like, you know, and a lot of people who work for and do well at Blizzard now started at a similar point. Yeah, I don't really know what to sell here. I can't really make that work. I think we're just gonna try to find some pieces of the beast build. I think. Yeah, why don't we wait? Why don't we just wait on that one? I can even give it like a really juicy buff by playing the Mama Bear first, and then I can try to give it taunt after even. Agreed? I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I need to play Baron this turn? No. I don't think I need to.
I like how you
Why
handled
Goldrin
this
last?
one.
Because last attacks, like, again, because Illidan. This is my Absolution build scale lightning. Yeah, so I haven't figured out the details yet, but I think with Absolution I'm going to go Avatar of Fire, so I can debuff Fire with Elemental Equilibrium, and I think I'm going to use Absolution with Fizz to Lightning, and use Grip of the Council Gloves, and Hatred. So it'll be at like 60% Lightning, 40% Cold, and Elemental Equilibrium will debuff both of them. You on 6? Okay, no, we're fine. That was actually incredibly unlucky. 0.4 to die, almost died.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
For the record.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Okay.
My children, I give you my blood.
And Charlotte's pretty good. What do I drop though?
Better hire a recruit while you can.
You tread on sand.
I think I'm gonna wait a turn. So greedy? This is a little greedy, yeah. You think I'm dead? So playing the Baron gives me an extra 10-10 on the beasts. Leaving the Chargla in gives you another 3-3 on everything. I think I can pull this off. Okay, it's gonna be pretty tight. Great hit though. Terrible hit. Oof. Good hit. Got him. God, I'm sweating that, but like, that's a good percentage. I hit for 1 over minimum. I'm just getting really unlucky hits here.
You're good at this.
Dodge the ghost, damn.
Better hire a recruit.
Alright.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Oh yeah, probably could have taunted Goldrin, that's true. I think this might work, but it will be pretty tight.
Doing great out there.
Yeah, I always attack first, which is a really big deal in the beast mirrors. Another Goldrin. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, what just happened there? It just blinked and some... Wait, what the fuck? Did the 1/1s on the rat? Oh, the rat was first. So the rat exploded after the Goldrin?
You're good at this.
Oh my god, get destroyed.
Looks like you can get a triple.
Okay.
That's a great play. I can't wait to see this shake out.
Sure what I'm supposed to do with that, but okay, fine. The beast build with stats. Okay, look, I had like 20 health, and then I had, it was like 5% to lose, I lost, and then I had 18% to lose. I was 1 minion away from losing. And then in that one, I didn't lose, but it was a 99.8. So, I mean, the fact that I'm down, like, whatever, 18 health from that situation is pretty ridiculous. 15? Okay, whatever. Still pretty ridiculous. Oh yeah, you don't play Illidan if there's no beasts. Illidan's really good with beasts and not very good with most other builds. Oh wow, this guy's actually really strong. Who killed him? Whoa. Oh, he just died.
You're good at this.
Murlocs, huh? Alright.
That's quite the army you're building.
I wouldn't really know what to drop though. I don't really want to do
Looks
that.
like
Here
you
we
could
go.
get a triple.
May Cenarius smile upon you.
I guess I probably drop the Sharla. Or I can just drop the Agam. The Agam's a beast though. Oh, he doesn't have Divine Shield. Gotta get those big cleaves, yo.